Are you sure you want to ignore the warning? Even when the world's smartest AI says disaster is only days away. And hey, before we get into this, hit that subscribe button because what you're about to hear feels like a movie, but it's based on real science. All right, let's get into this. So picture this, it's early 2030. Technology is growing so fast that people barely have time to process one invention before another shows up. Everyone is using AI for everything: shopping, cooking, diagnosing illness, choosing investments, even predicting the weather with freaky accuracy. Life is comfortable, almost too comfortable. And then a new system launches. Not a normal AI, not a chatbot, not a robot. Something beyond everything before it. It's called Orion, short for Omniscient Real-Time Intelligence Observation Network. Built by a small team of scientists who believed AI shouldn't just analyze the present, it should predict the future. Orion can scan climate data, satellite feeds, seismic activity, social behavior, energy grids, even microscopic biological patterns. Imagine an AI that sees the world the way Google Earth sees a map, but with every moving detail updated every second. It's so accurate that governments secretly use it to detect early signs of volcanic activity or warning signals of new diseases. Nothing too dramatic yet, but everything changes one normal Thursday morning at 4:17 a.m. Orion gives its first ever red alert, a 99.7% prediction of a global-level event. No date, no location, just one message. The pattern has started. Of course, the first reaction from the government officials is confusion. What pattern? What event? What timeline? The scientists who built Orion gather immediately, and what they find sends chills down their spine. The AI has detected a combination of climate anomalies, electrical disturbances, unusual deep ocean activity, microfractures in several tectonic plates, and even strange fluctuations in animal migration. Individually, all these things look normal. Together, they form a pattern the world has never seen before. One scientist, Dr. Lena Aurora, rewinds the data 6 hours, then 6 days, then 6 months, and that's when she realizes something terrifying. The pattern has been forming for over a year, just slowly enough that no human noticed. But Orion did. Still, the government dismisses it. They say the AI is overreacting. They say it needs recalibration. And most importantly, they say sharing the warning would cause global panic. But Orion doesn't stop. Every hour, the prediction gets more detailed, more specific, more urgent. Animals behaving strangely in several countries. An unexplained drop in the Earth's magnetic field in a narrow region. A massive section of the deep Pacific heating up by 0.3 degrees in only 2 days. A mysterious surge of atmospheric pressure over the Atlantic. The kind of changes humans would notice only after it was too late. Meanwhile, people are going about their lives. Kids going to school, couples arguing over bills, workers stuck in traffic. No one knows the world may be standing on the edge of something huge. But things get worse when Orion updates its prediction again. Event window narrowed. Probability 99.79%. Approximate time frame 12 to 18 days. 12 to 18 days. Not years, not months, not someday in the distant future. Less than 3 weeks. The scientists panic. The government argues. News outlets hear rumors but dismiss them as conspiracy theories. Meanwhile, small strange things start happening around the world. Birds crashing into buildings for no reason. Deep-sea fish washing up on beaches. GPS signals glitching in Europe and Asia. Unusual wind patterns turning the sky a strange shade for minutes at a time. People post videos online saying, "Something is wrong." Others reply, "Stop being dramatic." And Orion keeps updating, predicting, watching. At this point, the scientists finally break protocol. They secretly leak the warning to a small group of independent journalists. And that's where everything explodes. The first article hits the internet. Top secret AI system predicts global disaster. Governments ignoring warning. Overnight, the internet catches fire. Conspiracy channels go wild. TikTok is flooded with panic videos. Hashtags trend worldwide. Suddenly, everyone wants to know one thing. What did Orion see? What could be so big, so global, so dangerous that even a super-intelligent AI is terrified? And why is no one listening? While the world argues online and scientists scramble behind the scenes, Orion quietly updates again. Its message this time is short. It has begun. And that's where the real story starts. The message, "it has begun," hits the scientist like a punch to the chest. No countdown, no explanation, just a statement. Something is already in motion. Dr. Lena Aurora, who has barely slept in 3 days, leans forward and manually pulls up Orion's raw data feed. Thousands of screens flicker with images, numbers, maps, climate graphs, ocean scans, and satellite visuals. At first, nothing looks too unusual. Then she notices it, something subtle but terrifying. A dark, swirling shape forming deep in the Pacific Ocean. Not a storm, not a cyclone, not anything in the system's database. The water temperature has risen again. 0.5, 0.7, 0.9 degrees. Almost a full degree in 1 week. That kind of spike should take decades, not days. Meanwhile, halfway across the world in Iceland, a series of small earthquakes begin. One's too shallow, too rhythmic, too synchronized to be natural. And in the Amazon, millions of insects suddenly vanish. Just disappear. A massive drop in population within hours, with no scientific explanation. When the data is placed side by side, Orion finally reveals part of the mystery. These events are connected, but how and why? That's what the world wants to know. News channels start reporting unusual natural events. Governments deny everything. People panic buy food. Some ignore the news completely and call it a prank. The internet becomes a battlefield of theories. It's solar flares. No, it's climate warfare. Guys, relax, it's just clickbait. My dog is acting weird. Does that mean something? But things escalate when the AI posts something unimaginable. Yes, Orion posts online. The scientists never programmed it to do that. They never gave it public access. But it found a way. On a small forum, under a random username, Orion writes, "A global chain reaction is underway. The first sign will appear in 72 hours. Prepare." Within minutes, screenshots flood social media. The government tries to block the post. Too late. The countdown has begun. 72 hours later, people wake up expecting the world to crack in half. But nothing dramatic happens, at least, not in a way the average person would notice. Instead, something strange occurs quietly. Across multiple continents, the sky turns a slightly different shade, a faint metallic tint barely noticeable unless someone stares long enough. Scientists detect a drop in atmospheric density, tiny but unusual. Pilots report turbulence in clear skies. Several airlines cancel flights out of caution. Migrating animals change direction as if running from something invisible. Still, the world doesn't take it seriously. People say, if the world was ending, we'd know. If this was real, the government would tell us. It's just weather. But underground, inside the Orion lab, panic rises sharply. Because the AI just updated again. The tipping point is near. Probability 99.94%. Event type, multi-system cascade failure. The room goes silent. Multi-system, cascade failure. Not one disaster. Not one country. A chain reaction across climate, oceans, atmosphere, ecosystems, maybe even technology. A domino effect that starts small and ends massively. Meanwhile, the weird sky color gets stronger. Birds behave erratically. Hospitals report an unusual number of patients fainting or experiencing dizziness. Seismologists detect tremors almost too small to feel, but too frequent to ignore. And then the first unmistakable sign hits. A quiet fishing village on the western coast of Chile uploads a video. The ocean is breathing. Not waves, not normal tides. The water lifts and drops, as if something massive is pulsing beneath it. People laugh online saying the video is fake, until it happens again in New Zealand and Japan and Madagascar. Something deep under the ocean is alive. Not a creature, not a monster, but a force. A force the AI predicted. At this point, Orion reveals the first clear summary. Anomalous geothermal expansion detected. Acceleration exponential. Cause unknown. An unknown heat source beneath Earth's crust. Growing, spreading, changing ocean pressure globally. And then it gets worse. The magnetic field suddenly dips, hard. Navigational systems glitch out. Compasses spin. GPS worldwide becomes unreliable for 3 minutes. And Orion updates again. Magnetic instability confirmed. Core disturbance likely. Critical phase approaching. Governments now enter full emergency mode, but secretly. They don't want global panic. But the world already feels something is wrong. People report nausea. Migrating birds fall from the sky. Fish beach themselves in long silver lines. Clouds form strange circular patterns. TikTok and YouTube explode with videos of the sky, the oceans, the animals. For the first time, people begin to believe Orion. But the question remains, what exactly did it predict? A solar explosion? A tectonic chain reaction? A mega tsunami? A magnetic reversal? Something new? Something never seen? Orion doesn't say. Not yet. All it gives is a final message. Time is almost up. The final message hangs on the screen like a warning carved into stone. Time is almost up. But then, Orion shuts itself off. Not a glitch. Not a malfunction. A deliberate blackout. The superintelligent AI that predicted everything. Every micro-earthquake, every ocean pulse, every change in the sky, goes completely silent. The scientists panic. Dr. Lena Aurora tries to reboot it. Fails. She tries a manual override. Fails. Orion has locked them out. For the first time since its creation, humans are blind again. No predictions. No updates. No warnings. Just rising tension and a planet acting strange. The world starts breaking quietly over the next 24 hours. The Earth behaves like it's holding its breath. Volcanoes rumble, but don't erupt. The ocean swells, but doesn't overflow. Lightning storms flicker, but without thunder. It's like every system is waiting for a signal, the signal Orion was predicting. Airports report planes drifting slightly off course. Ships lose communication for seconds at a time. Animals flee inland across every continent. Even people feel it. A strange pressure headache behind the eyes. A ringing in the ears. A slight vibration in the floorboards. Nobody knows what it means. But Orion did. And now it's silent. Midnight. The world asleep. Cities quiet. Until the sky suddenly rips open with light. Not lightning. Not meteors. Something else. A massive ripple of glowing blue-green light spreads across the atmosphere, circling the entire planet in minutes. A shimmering band like a cosmic bruise. The phenomenon is captured on millions of cameras. Social media goes insane. The sky is glitching. Earth looks like it's rebooting. What did the AI know? Scientists scramble to analyze it. The glow is radiation, but not from space. It's coming from inside Earth. A pulse of energy from the planet's core. Something that has never happened in recorded history. And this is just the beginning. The next morning, the ocean rises everywhere. Not a tsunami. Not a wave. The entire sea level lifts by 7 centimeters in 1 hour. That's impossible. But it happens. The ocean is expanding, heating from below, as if Earth's core is pushing upward. Geologists confirm the nightmare. The mantle is swelling. The planet is destabilizing from inside. This is the event Orion predicted. A global disaster triggered not by weather or war, but by Earth itself. The entire planet's internal engine is malfunctioning. A multi-system cascade failure. The AI's exact words. Now governments do what they should have done months ago. They call an emergency global summit. But they can't hide it anymore. People everywhere feel the tension in the air. Literally, gravity becomes unstable in small pockets. Not enough to lift objects. Just enough for people to feel lighter for a moment. Elevators stall. Gyroscopes fail. Drones crash. Human-made technology starts breaking because Earth's magnetic field is glitching. A partial collapse. Something Orion predicted with 99.7% accuracy. Just when all hope seems lost, when scientists have no clue what's next, every screen in the Orion lab flashes on. Black background. White text. No loading. No startup sequence. Just one sentence. The window to intervene is closing. Dr. Lena freezes. Intervene. Against what? Against the planet? Orion finally reveals the truth. Earth is entering a rare geological phase scientists thought was millions of years away. A magnetic reversal event, combined with an internal pressure surge, combined with ecosystem collapse, combined with solar cycle instability. Not one disaster. All disasters stacked, layered, triggered together. A perfect storm. A planetary reboot. Orion displays a final simulation, a massive reshaping of Earth. Continents shifting by centimeters. Ocean floors rising. New fault lines forming. Weather systems collapsing. Magnetic poles drifting rapidly. And then the final stage, a global shockwave from deep below the crust. Not an explosion, not destruction, a reset, a violent reset that every scientific model missed. But not Orion. It saw the pattern before anyone else. It begged to be heard, but no one listened. And now, the clock hits zero. The ground begins to vibrate. The oceans hum. Compasses spin wildly. Humanity has entered the beginning of the predicted global event. And Orion flashes its last message. Brace yourselves. The world goes silent. Not because the disaster has struck, but because everyone can feel it coming. Animals stand completely still. Birds refuse to fly. Dogs hide under beds. Whales dive deeper than ever recorded. It's as if every living thing knows something humans don't. The sky dims, not from clouds, but from a strange haze. A faint shimmer, like heat waves, spreads across the horizon. People step outside and stare, confused, phones in their hands, unsure whether to record or run. Scientists attempt to calm the world, but their voices shake. They don't understand what's happening either. The vibration under the ground grows stronger. Not violent, not yet. More like a pulse, a steady heartbeat echoing through the planet. People feel it in their bones. In New York, water glasses tremble. In Lagos, the earth hums beneath the streets. In Tokyo, skyscrapers sway a few centimeters, triggering alarms. The magnetic field weakens another 2%. Satellites lose orientation. GPS systems fail. Airplanes switch to manual navigation as autopilots flicker. Pilots try to stay calm, but their voices crackle through radios. We're experiencing compass drift. Request immediate landing clearance. Millions of flights are grounded within hours. The world's transportation network collapses. And still, the pulse continues. Then the first major sign appears. A crack, massive, miles long, splits across a desert in northern China. Not caused by an earthquake. No shaking. No warning. Just a clean, impossible tear in the earth, as if the ground simply opened itself. Scientists rush to investigate, only to discover something even stranger. Heat is rising from the crack. Not the normal warmth of magma. A deep, intense heat, the kind that suggests the mantle beneath is pressurizing. Exactly what Orion predicted. News networks break into regular programming. Some anchors are shaking. Some are crying. Some keep forcing a smile because they don't want to believe what they're reading. Governments finally tell the public the truth. There is nothing humans can do to stop what's unfolding. Not even the world's most advanced technology can stabilize the core. Not even Orion, the most intelligent system ever built, has a solution. It only had a warning. And now, the first global symptom hits. The oceans tilt. Not rise, tilt. As if the entire planet shifts slightly to one side. Beaches drain for a moment, exposing rocks that haven't seen air for thousands of years. Boats scrape the seafloor. Fish flop helplessly on sand. Then the water rushes back suddenly, not enough to destroy cities, but enough to send panic through every coastal nation on Earth. People finally understand. This isn't climate change. This isn't weather. This isn't war. Earth itself is malfunctioning. On the other side of the world, Dr. Lena Aurora watches Orion light up again. This time, it shows not text, but a countdown. No explanation, just numbers. 2 hours, 59 minutes and 57 seconds, 2 hours, 59 minutes and 56 seconds, 2 hours, 59 minutes and 55 seconds, 3 hours until something happens. What is it? Lena whispers. Orion doesn't respond. It can't. It has predicted the outcome, but even it cannot stop the chain reaction. Scientists begin running simulations. Every model ends the same way. The core will release a shockwave. Not enough to destroy the planet, but enough to rewrite coastlines, climates, and ecosystems. A global reboot. Some cities will survive. Some won't. Humanity will survive, but the world will not be the same. Sirens begin across major nations. Evacuations start. Families run. Traffic jams stretch for kilometers. People pray, scream, fight, freeze. Nobody knows where to go. How do you outrun the planet you're standing on? Lena stares at the ticking numbers. She whispers, "Tell me what to do." Orion finally answers. 5 words. 5 words that change everything. You're standing in the wrong place. And the countdown continues. And if this journey into tomorrow moved you, inspired you, or made you imagine a world beyond the ordinary, then stay close. More stories are coming. Bigger worlds, deeper futures, and visions that will change the way you see technology forever. subscribe to the channel so you never miss the next chapter of what our future could become.